in Nigeria, the so-called insecurity or terror attacks is orchestrated. In fact, Nigeria has no security problems, except the ones that the politicians foist on the country. And that can be perceived from both from El Rufai's comments, that of the current governor, and what Nigerians see on ground. Nigerians see the military escorting these terrorists to commit atrocities. Nigerians see that, at the various places where these things have occurred, they have realized that the military will have checkpoints. A minute or maybe an hour to the time when these terrorists will strike, the checkpoints will disappear. Then the moment these terrorists have killed and maimed people, that same military will now come back and place their barricades. So the whole scam about this terrorism has been exposed. So Nigerians know that they now know that the governments are actually the ones orchestrating and perpetrating these terrorist attacks. And you will now ask yourself, why? Why is a government whose sole or primary responsibility should be the protection of its population, why is it now neck deep invested in killing its people? And unfortunately, this is all for political reasons. And this has continued for years. That is why from the government of Muhammadu Buhari to the present regime of Bola Tinubu, the message to the communities which fall victims of these terrorist attacks, these banditry attacks, is go and negotiate with your killers. A most stupid and incredulous advice. And it has been consistent. So Nigerians should not be worried or should not be surprised when the governor of Zamfara State spills out this. Because you ask yourself, who are the ministers for defense and who is the minister of state for defense? These are same characters which have repeatedly been accused by even the same governor that they sponsor and they orchestrate this violence. So when we say we are fighting insecurity, we are fighting violence, the international community laughs at Nigerians.
Can you say that also about what is happening in the southeastern part of Nigeria, where in the past 2 years we got a report saying that if over 1,000 persons, have lost their lives in that region?
And then that number is underestimated. And the reality in the south, because I live in the southeast, the reality in the south is this. On these roads, over on Nigeria, Port Harcourt, wherever, you will see a multiple of police checkpoints, security checkpoints, military, police, customs. When these calamities is about to befall the people, these checkpoints disappear. They totally disappear. And for the period when these killings are occurring, you don't see these rascal soldiers on the street. But then once the killing is over, you now see them come over. Okay, we're coming to take care of secure the environment, which is crap. So in the southeast, it's even worse because they engage in active shooting, active killing, using helicopter gunships to attack villages. And this is consistent. What I'm saying is not novel, it's consistent. So in the southeast, you have a situation whereby the government personnel come directly by themselves, or they use rascal elements like Asari Dokubo, who has severally come on air, even in the State House media room. He has said, I am the one killing the Igbos, water, and he mentions locations. He mentions locations where these killings are taking place.
What does this portend? What does it really portend?
What it portends is that, the government is executing a war against the population. Not just in the Middle Belt, where there's an active genocidal attack on the people, but also now in the Southeast, which was, prior to all these insecurity attacks, was the most secure part of Nigeria by UN estimations. So you now ask yourself, why are you trying to destabilize this Southeast? Why you have made the place almost unlivable. You have not put any infrastructural projects in the Southeast. People have tried to do by themselves what they can do. And this same government goes about killing people, making all sorts of operations that are targeted not at security, rather at killing people.